Jeremy, talk about tattoo chef stock. Jeremy, talk about TDCF stock. Jeremy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Strongman Personal Finance. We got some breaking news. Apparently, Jeremy Lefebvre has the legitimate intention of starting his own hedge fund. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a drill. This is serious. Jeremy Lefebvre, Jeremy Financial Education, the soy boy connoisseur, is eventually going to start a hedge fund. And I'm going to give you my thoughts about how that's going to go in a second. But let's hear it from the horse's mouth, the disgusting, grifting, nasty, fat horse's mouth himself. And then we'll talk about this a little bit more. I just sold 2 stocks. So in this video, here's where he mentions that he's going to manage a hedge fund, bro.
That's the bottom line. I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you guys what to do. You do whatever the flip you want to do with your money. One of the beautiful things about stock picking is building out portfolios that you love, of stocks that you love and you believe in for the long term. So whenever I show my portfolios and things like that and what I'm up to, it's mainly just like educating everybody. Like, this is how I run a portfolio. Somebody that's been doing this for a long time, 15 years now at this point.
Quick aside note. So what he's saying is, when he puts 10x on his thumbnail and, oh my God, this is going to be 100x, this is going to make millionaires, whatever the crap he puts on his thumbnails, that's just for educational purposes, okay? He's not trying to convince you to basically follow what he's doing and pay for it. No, he's just educating. He has a heart of gold. Anyway, let's continue.
Point in time, right? Is how I build up a portfolio. It's how I diversify my portfolio, my funds around, right? And so that's my stance on that. Someday I will be a hedge fund manager and I'll go that route. I'm probably still about 5 years away from that, to be honest. The thing I'm waiting on in regards to kind of my next move in regards to hedge fund is right now I have like 5-year returns on the public account. I need my 10-year returns. So if you didn't know, I have 2 motives with the public account, right? The public account's my big dog portfolio that I built from nothing. Started that about 5 or 6 years ago, and now that portfolio is at about $1.8 million in the private group, right? The first main motive with starting that is show everybody like how to build a successful portfolio, exactly how I do it, right? It's great to see that.
Jeremy, you are such a fraud, dude. I'm being serious. I'm trying to talk to you, man. You really are a fraud. Like, you cannot sit here and say you got 24.14% compounded annual returns. We all know, well, we all don't know, apparently. We all know, at least in my community, that you did not get 24.14%. As a matter of fact, I suspect, Jeremy, that you have negative lifetime total returns. But he's waiting for his 10-year performance. And you know what's going to happen? Now, I honestly don't know how Fidelity works. I'll be dead serious. I don't know if when you sell a position, it shows up here or not. Now, even if you lose money and then you sell it, but it still shows as your 5-year return, okay, maybe somehow this clown has possibly beat the market in 5 years. But even if that's the case, okay, you have to look at somebody's total returns to assess their investment competence. You cannot look at one random portfolio that can be manipulated. And I highly suspect this portfolio is manipulated. I highly suspect it. And we know that because he said he got 30%, or what did he freaking say? He said he lost $3 million. Okay, $3 million last year. Now he's up 700,000, but somehow he has a 24.14% compounded annual return over 5 years. Makes me doubt that, okay? But at the end of the day, this could be highly manipulated. And like I said, I suspect it is. But at the end of the day, Jeremy, why don't you just start your hedge fund now? Seriously. I mean, you've already proven that you are good at deceiving and being a fraudulent, scamming piece of trash. Just go ahead and start your hedge fund now. Why do you need a 10-year total return percentage. And even if you underperformed, you would do whatever you'd have to do to manipulate to start your hedge fund anyway. You might as well start one right freaking now. Now, here's the thing. Let me talk to you. Actually, let's see what else he has to say, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts about this whole thing.
But the kind of like secret motive behind that is so I have a portfolio that's all done through Fidelity Investments. Fidelity Investment tracks the returns each year and everything like that. And then I'm going to be able to show exactly well, I won't personally do it, but my salespeople will do it when I start my hedge fund someday, of exactly my returns versus the market, everything in detail. And now I've even set it up so I can hedge right inside the portfolio too. So over this next 5 years, I'm also going to do hedging inside the portfolio. So, they'll be able to show high net worth individuals, this just isn't the returns he's getting. This is how he's managed stocks that didn't go well, stocks that did well, plus the
Jeremy, I'm actually really a threat to your future business model. I'm not even joking. Because think about it. This guy really wants to convince. Now, he's not going after chumps. His long-term goal is to go after high net worth people, okay? And he has to convince, if somebody's going to give him money, he has to show a pristine record about how amazing he is. What do you think's going to happen when somebody Googles financial education Jeremy and they see all of my videos talking about all the stocks that he have bought? Now, here's the funny thing. This is his one portfolio, okay? What if I showed these investors his other portfolio, the one he specifically designed to crush the index? Do you see the disparity here? Remember the Jeremy Lefebvre versus the VT stock tracker? So somehow he has a 24.14% return here, compounded, it looks like. But then in his portfolio that he specifically constructed to beat the index, he's down between, I think one of his stocks is only down 15% from when he started the portfolio, from when he started tracking it, not when he bought it, between 15% and 100%, which the index is down like 2%. Okay. Which one's real? Even if you average them out, he's still negative. Oh, Jeremy, man, woo, baby. Me and you are going to have a good working relationship, buddy. Okay. All these years, I can't wait till you start your hedge fund. But obviously this has to be fraudulent. Think about it. Oh shit. Think about it. My light fell over. Think about it logically. Do you really think this man got 24.1% compounded annual return? Do you think this man is actually crushing the stock market? And even if he does, even if he somehow did in this one portfolio, even if this is legitimate and unaltered, do you think it was because of pure luck? Or do you think it's because he actually has skill? I think it's because he got lucky in this specific portfolio. But when you look at his comprehensive returns, comprehensive total returns, he has massively underperformed the market, including the global index VT. If you have negative total returns after one of the largest bull markets in history, I don't know what to tell you. You are an incompetent, idiot, moron, and a loser. That's all I'm going to say. But let me talk a little bit more to you guys, okay? Let me go ahead and so you can see my face. Let me tell you what's going to happen. He is going to start a hedge fund. People, I'm mocking him right now. The way America works, I love America, but this country is not perfect, okay? There are some deep problems with this country. If somebody like this clown, this fraud, Jeremy Lefebvre, can flourish, and he is flourishing. He's got a mansion. He lives in Las Vegas. He's living the life. He's got millions of dollars from scamming. If somebody like that can flourish, there's something wrong with your country, okay? Obviously, capitalism works. Capitalism is amazing. It's better than communism, and it's better than socialism, okay? Obviously. But there's got to be some kind of mitigation with the excesses of capitalism. Jeremy represents the excesses of capitalism, where somebody can just make money without any regard for hurting people or not. All that matters is that they make money, okay? But here's what's good. He 100% will have a hedge fund. I have no doubt in my mind, Jeremy Lefebvre how he plans to get even wealthier is to continue to deceive. And he's going to do that by deceiving people of higher net worth, okay? Because people who have higher net worth have way more money to invest. These chumps right now that are giving him $10 a month, $20 a month on his Patreon, that's nothing, okay? People that are buying his grift course and grift Discord for $5,000 for lifetime access, that's chump change. Do you know where the real money comes from? From rich people giving you their money. And you can charge them a 2% fee and take 20% of the profits, and you will make a fortune. And Jeremy is using YouTube and retail to perfect his craft. He is perfecting the grift. He is perfecting manipulations. And here's the scariest thing of all. When he starts his hedge fund, which he will, there is no doubt in my mind, this fraud will have a hedge fund. The scariest thing of all is when it comes to a hedge fund, a lot of the times when you put your money in, it gets locked in there. Okay, it isn't like a mutual fund where you can just you put in your sell order and then you sell. It isn't like an ETF where you wait till the market opens and then you sell the freaking ETF. With a hedge fund, it's actually way more illiquid. You put the money in there and Jeremy has your money for multiple years and you cannot take it out. So if you put money in there, okay, depending on how it's structured, but if you give Jeremy your money, what do you think he's going to be? Imagine what the destruction that man could cause, and it would be illiquid. You couldn't even get your money out of there. Oh my God. But he's going to do it. People, I'm laughing. I'm mocking him. He's a fraud. He's a fake. He's a liar. He's manipulating. His returns are not 24%. I think they're negative. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter in old America. In America, as long as you can scam convincingly, you will succeed. Okay? I'm not saying you can't succeed by being a legitimate businessman or woman. We're equal here. But it's a lot easier to scam in America and completely get away with it. Okay? It's actually it's almost like disheartening, But no, I can 100% see that. But the funny, I'm really thinking now, it's like me and Jeremy are going to have a long career. We're going to have a long career. Me and him, we're going to be business partners, man. If he actually starts a hedge fund, whoo, baby. Oh, Jeremy. All right, let's do some comments. He's serious. Hi. Hey there, strong man. Let's trade Tesla. Oh, wait, you're an investor, not a trader. I never would have guessed. I like your traps. I like you too. I like your traps too. Ticker foo-foo. Gotta buy Jeremy's fund ASAP. I'm telling you, he's gonna do it. What's his returns, LOL? Well, apparently, Jeremy, the guy that bought millions of dollars of Tattooed Chef, even Walgreens. Remember Walgreens? I heard he put $1 million in Walgreens, and it's dropped like a stone. All of the stocks that this clown has thrown millions of dollars into. Somehow he has a 24% compounded annual return. Why not 100%, Jeremy? You have 1,000% compounded annual return. You are genius, obviously. The fraud continues. Hey, this is interesting. If you want to invest with Jeremy, be my guest. What a joke. I'm back. S&P 500 has more than 50% in 5 years. Jeremy reporting false numbers for some reason. Well, I think it's compounded is what it is. So basically he's more than he's doubled the market's return every year. And if you compound that out, that's a lot of money. In Schwab, it counts as deposits. It counts deposits as return. There's a manipulation. I actually need to do research into Fidelity, how they calculate it. Honestly, I don't care. I just throw my money in there and buy VT, and I don't care. I'm like, oh, what's my total return? VT. But there's, I got to figure out how they calculate gains. If you close a position, does it show, or does it only show your current open positions? I don't know. It would be interesting if you started an ETF like Meet Kevin, which has so far done okay. Yeah, so far, because he bought 2 bubble stocks during a hype market. How old are you, strong man? Older than you. You're right that VT is safe, but you can get way better returns in Microsoft. That's false. Why not focus? That's who? Why? How do you know that? Why? Why is Microsoft going to give you better returns? Because it went up a lot? Did you look at a 5-year performance chart and, it went up a lot? I'm going to make a video about this. You people drive me nuts. Why not focus on solid stocks? Because today's solid stocks may not be the solid stocks 30 years from now. Instead of just pointing at these fools. Because, look, nobody beats the index in the long run, okay? Except for like 3 people. but I'll do it. Jeremy's such a fraud. VT versus stocks is all the proof you need. No. He got a 24.14% compounded annual return. Obviously. There's no way that is a manipulated lie fraud number. I have negative returns. I'm sorry. Well, if obviously if you buy index funds, you could be negative for a couple of years. That's just how it is. But in the long run, hopefully you're not. Yeah, I don't understand how Jeremy can keep going. Kevin too, their track records, because it doesn't matter. They're unkillable. They really are. At this point, I just make fun of them because it's fun. I enjoy it. But they're unkillable. You cannot stop these frauds. He's in debt. Yeah, of course he's in debt. He's an idiot. Man, you give me a couple $1 million of grift money, I'll be set for life. Jeremy, financial genius from the gas station. He should change his name to Flatulence. Yeah, but it's an American success story. That's why Jeremy Lefebvre is so beautiful. He's an American success. He went from he lived in poverty, and then he watched CNBC and somehow figured out stocks, and now he gets higher returns than Warren Buffett. It's the American quintessential beautiful success story. He's such a fraud. He's corrupting the American success story. A real American success story is like you start from nothing and you start a legitimate business that actually provides real goods and services to people, not negative value. That's the American dream. I was born in poverty. I moved to the United States. I started a company where I went ahead and, I started a lawn care company. Now I grew it. It covers the whole state. And basically my company's a multi-billion-dollar revenue a year business. Like I started from nothing. That's an American success story. Scamming people, selling lies, and massively underperforming the market and then claiming that you're beating the market, that's not an American success story. That's fraud. Would Fidelity count as portfolio contributions as percent return? I don't know. I honestly don't know. There's always the possibility that portfolio could have beaten the market over 5 years. Anything is possible. Because if you buy something at the right time in a specific portfolio, you can make it seem like you're a genius. Like I could go ahead and buy VT in 2 different portfolios. I could buy VT when it was at all-time highs in one portfolio, and I could buy VT at all-time lows or the 5-year low in another portfolio, right? Well, when the stock market recovers, one portfolio's VT is going to maybe be still down a little bit. The other VT is going to be up like 25, 30%. So the same investment over 2 different portfolios gives you different gives you different returns. But your total return is the combination of the 2. That's the grift. Jeremy proxies endless strongman content. He's so entertaining. There's so much that this clown does. He's like the perfect target. Is your issue with Joe Carlson the fact that he picks stock I just hate these retail stock. I really don't like these people. Okay. They're really scum. When you pick individual stocks, you are incentivized to grift because at some point when you're a stock picker, you will underperform. And your bread and butter as a stock picker is that you have to convince people that you're good and that you're going to beat the market. And if you can't do that, you're going to be incentivized to manipulate in order to convince people that you can beat the market. And that goes for anybody, okay? I don't like these people. In the long run, over the next 30 or 40 years, listening to somebody that preaches index funds versus listening to somebody that preaches individual stocks, you will have way more wealth and you will have a much better life, which it's important that you have a good life. At least I hope you do. in retirement if you buy an index fund versus listening to these clowns. These guys are hurting people, and I'm telling you, they will. These people hurt people. You don't see the immediate effects, but in the long run, the damage these people are causing it's insane. I mean, imagine like living the end of your days and you're just like, you know, living in poverty and you have no money and it's just like you can't do anything. And why? Well, because you bought a bunch of clown stocks that some fraud on YouTube pumped to you. Jeremy's starting a hedge fund. You're going to tell me and Kevin is going to buy a jet next. It's the American dream, America. Just scam people. Let's see. More Palantir.
I wonder why people are pumping Palantir. Is it because they really believe in the company? I don't know. Or is it possibly because it's popular on YouTube and by talking about Palantir, you get lots of views? Yeah, that's why they're doing it.
Schwab has a portfolio performance tab. You should make a top grid. I should. That would be a funny video. The guy didn't know you own Microsoft. Don't know who. Oh yeah. Just buy the largest. Just buy tech stocks, bro. It's easy. Every other stock is bad. If he is up 24%, and then he has to be down a lot. No, he's saying that's 24% compounded. That's what he's saying, which is like better than Warren Buffett's returns. Oh, Jeremy, you should be happy. The content. Oh, dude, if he starts a hedge band, I'm telling you, we're gonna be best buddies. What'd you ever do with that green screen? Where is that green screen? It's somewhere in this dirty garage. This is an emergency situation, a financial in America, you can do whatever you want, man. It's land of the free. I'm turning into a liberal America hater. America is not perfect. If somebody like Jeremy can flourish, there's a deep problem with this country. Of course, Jeremy's a fraud, a con man, and that's okay as long as you're not his victim. I mean, if you watch me, you're probably not listening to Jeremy, okay? What do you think about dollar cost by betting 50 on a way to just I buy one stock? Dude, there's 100 billion different ways to invest. Just pick something and go with it, okay? I mean, I think it should be a total world diversification, you know? But the thing with something like this is you'll do this strategy for 2 years and be like, oh, I want to do another strategy. And then you'll reallocate and do something else. And it's all random. Just pick something and stick with it. The Fufu hedge fund will go to zero. But no, then he'll start another hedge fund. Like, you don't think he has mastered the art of the grift. He's mastering it. Okay. I want to thank you for your information on Boglehead, such as VT, rather than thank you for help. You're welcome, good sir. I wish you the best. Give me your money so I can start my hedge fund with VT, and I'll charge you 2% plus 20% of the gains, which are zero because VT doesn't go up. Thank you. Let's see. Super sticker. Jeremy's wife put him up to it. He's got, oh yeah, because you can't feed your kids unless you scam people. That's the only way. My kids are starving right now. They're just dying. F you, Jeremy. We know you're watching. Well, he's probably sleeping right now. That clown stays up till like 3 a.m, wanking off to my videos, probably. Woo! Look at that heart. Look at the heart in the tree. I love it. Thank you for your donation, sir. Beard man personal. I need to shave. Stockmo is farce. Yes, 100%. Go sign up for Stockmo's Patreon, please, everybody. I insist. Will you live stream Palantir earnings call? No, because I have a job. I can't. No, seriously, I do have work. I'm not an unemployed clown living with my parents. Oh, I'm such a great investor. I just buy stocks at whatever price. And then when they go up a little bit, even though I'm still down overall, I'll say I'm a genius. Bet my course, bro. Sign up for my startup, bro. Woo, Management LLC. Did you see Meet Kevin Expose video on? I watched part of it. Yeah. Then I got bored. It's like a clown exposing a clown. And of course, this Vivek guy, of course, he scammed through the stock market. Of course. What a nasty place. Stunk market. I hate the stock market. I hate if you work in finance, just go away. I don't want to see your disgusting, fat, slicked back, greasy suited face. Tup to the moon. I need to talk about Tupperware. All right, guys, that's it. Let's do a little foo-foo outro, and y'all have a wonderful, delicious day. Cheers!
Since this time last year, I am down not 1 million, not 2 million, but $3 million.
And, you know, I'm down over $1 million in the chef. Over $1 million if you add up all my different accounts. As you're seeing there, you know, basically lost everything in the stock. 200, that's